So YouTube's been doing this animal live stream thing where you can just click on it, get a bunch of, that's not how you should scratch your face, animals, and you can just you can watch them. There's like a bald eagle one me and the homies have been like keeping up with because they got an egg and we're like, oh, are the eggs gonna hatch, bruh? There's 2 eggs, gotta hatch to be fucking dope. But I was watching a shark one because I love sharks. And it was a sand tiger shark. I knew it was sand tiger shark because they have a weird divot in their head where it kind of flattens out from the normal ovular shark body, and their color was like a rusty kind of brown, and they had British people teeth. And someone was asking in the chat, "Oh, what kind of shark is that?" And I told them it's a sand tiger. And then some idiot, some fool, tried to say it was a great white. The fool. So I hunted him down and skinned him alive and hung him above his family's mantle so they know. Don't fuck with me when it comes to sharks. They've changed the ready up noise. It's a lot more higher pitched. I don't know, maybe that was in the last video I didn't notice, but I just noticed it now. So yeah, I love sharks. I love sharks. I'm a big shark fan. My favorite shark is probably the whale shark, just because it is very big, very silly, very cute. It's my favorite predator, classic, Shark Week shark. It's probably the tiger shark, just because I think they're very cute. They have cute little stripes. It's cute. Also, Shark Week's really bad because it does a lot of villainizing of sharks. Like the stuff where they hunt for megalodon is fine or whatever, but the other stuff just paints sharks in a bad light. Sharks aren't these bloodthirsty killers that are portrayed in media. They are afraid of the bubbles scuba divers produce, And if you don't want to get eaten by a shark, just don't swim where you're gonna get eaten, Humans are not natural prey for sharks. If a shark bites you, it's more than likely just curious about you or spooked. Very rarely, or if you're it could think you're food if you're a surfer, because if you ever look at a seal and then look at a surfer from below, Also, I'm doing the Bleed Grin build again, but I actually took the Bleed Bull Rush. The sharks are they're wussy animals. They are very, very, very nervous creatures, inherently. And actually, you should not touch wild sharks with a bare hand, because sharks are really susceptible to human diseases. When it comes to the pet store, it's fine because sharks are accumulated to, or not pet store, sorry, a petting zoo, like an aquatic petting zoo. It's fine because sharks there are acclimated to humans and are, they can get easy medication. And also, there's a meme that shark skin is very smooth, and it's very smooth to touch. But it is, in fact, they have very tiny scales that are very pointy. So if you rub so it's how do I explain this? The texture's similar to Velcro, if that makes sense. Or sandpaper, kind of in a way. But I say Velcro because if you rub your hand in one direction on Velcro, it won't scratch. But if you rub it the other way, it will. But if you rub against the grain on a shark, you will bleed. In fact, I'll give you some shark facts. The Norwegian shark can live up to 500 years old. They are incredibly lethargic animals. And eventually parasites will crawl into their eyes, causing them to go blind. And they eat by kind of just floating around and sucking in air. Or sucking in water. The salmon shark, baby salmon sharks are often confused for baby gray whites because they look almost exactly the same until they reach juvenileness. Oh, that's the music. I was like, what is that noise? That like groovy ass tune. Yeah, I love sharks. I love them so much. I want to go see one day. I'd love to go swimming with the great white shark, or not great whites, because I don't want to get eaten. A whale shark one day. Fun fact, the two largest species of fish are both sharks. The basking shark and the whale shark. And the basking shark and the whale shark are both filter feeders. There's also a megamouth shark, which is a filter feeder, and which looks very silly. If I'm not lazy, I'll put up an image of one on the screen. But otherwise, look it up for yourself, because I probably will be lazy. Like, I like sharks so much, I could tell the difference between a long fin and a short fin mako. Short fin makos are closer to the blue shark in the way that they are very pencil shaped, if you will, but long fin makos kind of have fat gills. So they kind of like have a weird ovular like head, kind of. Very cute. Oh, and zebra sharks are so cute as well. There are only, I think it's less than 400 great hammerhead sharks, which is there's multiple species of hammerhead in the world, so those are super endangered, and I really wish people would pay more attention to sharks. And I blame media and movies like Jaws for portraying sharks as villains when they are incredibly not. If you want to portray something as a villain, killer whales, dolphins, portray those as a villain. Also, that box went through its shield. Sharks are friend, not food. And I think, in my actual honest-to-God opinion, honest-to-emperor opinion, that we should, anyone who skins or fins sharks, and just tosses them back, all this shark fishing is illegal in some places. Some places it is legal to manage population, which is completely valid. But there's a huge issue of mostly poachers where they'll just fin a shark, and throw it back to the wild. And I think if we catch these people, we should cut their arms and legs off and throw them into shark-infested waters and tell them to swim. Thoughts?
Trapper's gone. Enemies in cover. Charge 'em.
Another shark that's not talked about too common. Oh, sharks were also the reason in 1980 AT&T actually put carbon fiber around their wiring because I can't remember which shark it was that did it. The theory is that it was either a tiger shark or another type of shark that would just chew on it, since it could sense the. This happened actually kind of recently as well, where like fiber optic cables were getting bitten by sharks. In 1980s, AT&T put carbon fiber over their underwater cables because sharks kept chewing on it. And that's because sharks can sense the electromagnetic waves, or they can sense the electricity coming from the wires, and they can either they might think it's prey and they'll bite it because they're curious. So I'm gonna look it up. What shark? Because I can't remember if it was tiger shark. Shark bites internet cable. Does it say? Barracuda shark. What?
So that I might deliver it.
In 1987, it was the crocodile shark. 1985 through 1987. I don't know which one did it recently, but I think that one was a tiger shark. The one that did in like 2020 something. I believe that one might have been a tiger shark. Oh, also a really pretty species of shark is known as the bronze shark. It is exactly what its name says. It's very pretty. It's like, I think it's also called the penny shark because it is the same color as a penny. Homie, you gotta learn how to block, my guy. He's gonna die. I think he's right there. Nope, I missed. Oh, I knocked him down, that's why. I should actually probably be helping my team instead of talking about sharks, but I love sharks.
Good to fight, boss.
Good fella.
Speaking of sharks committing domestic terrorism, the Navy, I think this was also in the 80s, might have been before, but the Navy had issues with cookie cutter sharks taking chunks out of their submarines. And if you don't know the cookie cutter shark, it's about like, it's not a super long shark, it's like around a foot long, I think. Might be a little longer, a little shorter. But it literally bites into animals, and like a cookie cutter, just takes the chunk out. Like there's a bunch of like sharks, seals, like a bunch of pictures on the internet of like really big fish, other sharks, seals, elephant seals, penguins sometimes. Maybe not penguins, but like, you know, birds and shit that have like just almost perfectly circular chunks taken out of them. And cookie cutter sharks look gross. They are icky. Sorry, I actually got DM'd on my phone. Where, you know, where most people get DM'd. Cease. I was replying to an email. Fuck off. Now, I shouldn't be replying to emails when I'm in the game, but I don't like leaving emails hanging because I'm stupid and I will forget.
We have slain the bomber.
Should probably be heavy attacking, you know, to apply bleed and stuff, so I take less damage. You know, it is what it is. I wonder if there's any heals left. I doubt it. Oh no, there's one. Nice. What did he say? He can't move? Good for that guy. You know, with one of the species of shark that is believed to have descended of all modern sharks is oh god, the name's a mouthful. It's like Cladosalch. I'm probably overpronouncing it. It's probably something like Cladsitch or something. Yeah, that was just one of the precursors to modern sharks. One of them. There's like 2 or 3, 4 species, something like that. It's very silly. It's a very cartoon-looking shark. It's got a very like round head with a smile. Oi. Cease existing. Yeah, I love sharks. And I love all these animal live streams we're getting too. I was watching there was a stream of a reef, and there was a zebra shark, and I audibly made a little yippee noise. I was so excited. I'm so cringe, but it's not my fault. Sharks are so cute. Stop shooting me. I'm gonna go to them this way where I'm not getting shot at. I have something in my throat. I'm gonna mute real quick while I hack up a lung. Okay, we're good. I'm recording, right? Yeah. 15 minutes of shark talk and being slightly AFK. Let's go, huge dub. Fun shark fact, most sharks do not attend church. Aw, you little shit. And the one shark that does attend church is known as an angel shark, and I think it's technically a stingray. Like, it's part of the ray family, not like a... But, you know, nonetheless.
No way back this way.
Fun fact, the Blahog, which is a very popular plushie from IKEA, is actually based off a blue shark, which I believe is the most common shark species. They're very long, very cylindrical, very, like, they almost look like a blue crayon.
Have ye, Templar? Fear not.
Come on, I'll take you all on. I'll put you all down. Sometimes you just gotta do it yourself. Actually, one of my tattoos I want to get is a little shark tattoo. Like, just a simple, almost like shark doodle just on my arm. Just because I love him. Love him so much. And remember, sharks are friends, not food. And actually in a Hawaiian and Eskimo culture, sharks are like guardian, well, at least in Hawaiian, I can't remember what exactly they are in like Eskimo culture. But they are very much like a, like in Hawaiian culture, that tiger sharks especially are like I think they're like guardian spirits. I could be wrong. Actually, I'm gonna look this up. So I don't want to be offensive. After I revive this guy.
Can you fire, zealot?
Easy. I'm not made of stone.
Tiger, sharks, Hawaiian culture. Why sharks are Hawaiian culture? Oh my god. Yes, I accept the cookies. Go away. Is dark times really ahead when they're dark tides? That's a joke. Shark Island respects the first Amukua are intimate spiritual members of human families taken in the form of certain animal or objects. In Hawaiian culture, all things animals, plant, rocks, and rainbows, clouds have internal energy or spirit within them. Where am I getting shot at? Where am I? Which provides means to communicate with one of the four greater beings, Kane, Lu, Lono, and Kanaloa. I'm probably mispronouncing that. These objects or animals aren't worshipped directly. Rather, they are seen as pathways, connections, or doorways to the deity. I'm still reading as I'm swinging. They are given symbolic reverence, perhaps comparable to the cross or grail in the Christian religion. Their presence is sought in times of both festivity and crisis, and they are act as healers, advisors, and protectors of specific family. Oh, sorry, battery's running low. Specific family according to Maxwell. Okay, I'm actually gonna pause for half a second to. Cease. 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 Maxwell was the, according to Maxwell, it was the Aumakua, Aumakua, that commoners, humans, could call on an easy, less ritualistic way. As illustrated in the Ontario Martha Warren Beckett's account of Hawaiian shark Aumakua. Sharks are in fact regarded as spirits and of half-human beings, which rendered strong by prayer and sacrifice, take up their abode in the shark's body and act as supernatural counselors to their kin, who accordingly honor them as household divinities. So it's like you know, your ancestors like protecting you in the form of a shark. Guardian spirits. Very, very, very fucking dope. Very dope culture. That unfortunately we're ruining with tourism. I didn't even see where the dog went. It came from. There's a plague Ogryn somewhere around here, or a beast. Oh, I was hoping I'd... There's a beast around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Box. Can he grab me? Oh, he can. Well, you know, some science. Ew, he has a stomach mouth. Uh-oh. You fools! It was movement tech. Now die. Skulls for the golden throne.
Looks like we've got a med station.
How many nets was that? Fucking 3 trappers? It still lives. And then sharks are also very important in Eskimo culture. At least the Norwegian shark is, but I think it's mostly because food. Because I know, or maybe not the Norwegian shark. Because you know, I don't know if that lines up geographically. It might though. I know that the Norwegian shark has to be buried for a few years, like under the dirt, before it's edible, because it's like really gross. You know what I'm saying? Like gross in the sense of like toxins, not like. I'll take you all on your gitch, come on. You coming at me, lad? Come on, lads. I'll bleed you, son. Punch. backhand, punch, backhand, punk, backhand, punk, backhand, bull rush. Lead as many of them as humanly possible so I can just not take damage. Die, foul creatures of the night. There's so many enemies, I would think this was high intensity, but it's not. It's regular intensity.
Everyone should have an Ogryn watching his back. That's my song, you perish.
Get souped, idiot. But not shark fin soup. Sharks are friends, not food.
One of them good.
The only antidote for doubt is faith.
Factual.
My hunting is ended, sniper. Oh, yes.
Did you know there's black tip reef sharks, and then there's black tip oceanic sharks? Same with white tip sharks. I believe white tip sharks are also known as shipwreck, or like shipwreck sharks, because the Navy, or it might have been Marines, their boat sunk, and for like 11 days or something, they were like surrounded by white tip sharks. While I have a second, I'm gonna look up that story just so I can confirm it. White tip oceanic sharks Navy. Hundreds of sharks were drawn to the. In 1945, the USS Indianapolis crashed. Hundreds of sharks were. What is with all these trappers? Hello? Why are we getting like 10 million? I'm trying to read about cool shark stories. 100 sharks were drawn to the wreck. The noise and explosions and scent of blood and water. After picking up, like eating the dead, they attack survivors. It was white tip sharks, right? Am I crazy? Does it say what type sharks on the Wikipedia page? I don't give a fuck about the Indianapolis. I guess I could Google what sharks attacked the USS Indianapolis. What sharks attacked USS? Oceanic white tips and tiger sharks. Tiger sharks are always kind of there in shark stories, but yeah. I love white tip sharks too, they're cute. And those... if those people didn't want to be eaten, maybe they shouldn't have had their ship sink, you know? That's what I would have done. Actually, I'm gonna hide up on this one. Also, the surfer who had her arm bit off by a shark turns out to be a transphobe. So the shark had some surf and turf. That's a little joke for us shark enjoyers. Or if you like seafood.
Oh, grand the Ogryn's neighbours. Preaching, shouting.
Where? Oh, all the way over there, huh? Yeah, I res that guy at the possible worst time. I was hoping I would have had a second to push it away. Come on, you get off now. This Alfarian guy is the worst luck, and it's partly my fault. That's okay. Also, don't go to SeaWorld. Fuck SeaWorld. Where'd that? The mutant went back in time. I think all the Ogryn, like level 30 feet, should increase the range of Bull Charge. Right? Makes no sense it doesn't really have that range increase, you know? Like, in the first, in like the one that doubles the range, actually, you get to charge through Ogryns and monsters and stuff. Or Plague Ogryn specifically, I guess. Just, you know, double the range and only make it bleed, or... I don't know, honestly I have no clue what the third one does. I think it restores toughness on everything hit. Alright, I had a few hiccups. Oh, hit shift tab instead of just open up my Steam overlay. I do that a lot when I'm running in games. I'll forget that I'm holding shift and then I'll press tab to like check. I don't even know I press tab. It tells me nothing except the type of mission. But hey, it is what it is. Why is my dog staring into the closet? Stop that. We already had this discussion about shadow people like 2 videos ago. Thank you. Ow. Alright, let's see what the Emperor gave me. Slides with socks. Interesting. Nice little power mall. Won't ever say no to that. Alrighty, well. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Or don't. I'm not your mother. But you better have brushed your teeth. Have a good one.